Okay, so I just pulled it out of the oven. It took about 45 minutes in my oven. But you can see, I don't want to it's hot, but it was bubbling. You got a nice little darkness on the onion pieces, and it smells so yummy. Hi guys, my name is Brandy, and welcome to the channel, Sewing Back. Today, I'm a little dressy for cooking in the kitchen. I'm actually leaving for church in just a little bit, and I'm cooking a dish for our Sunday fellowship meal to go along. And I wanted to share this with you as one of my how to make Thanksgiving meal it's a side dish, so it's not a meal, but how to make this. And I'm really doing this one in honor of my baby sister. This is one of her favorite things, and one of the two things a lot of times she asks me, and how did you make that? So I'm gonna make it, so now she'll have a video forever and ever she can watch, and you can too if you don't know how to make it. Now the only difference is I'm making it gluten-free because I have these items on my shelf. I also know that we have a few people at church that are gluten-free, and so it's always nice if you know how to do that and you can make something if you're going to one of those kinds of occasions, because then it's something that someone who normally may have issues trying to find stuff to eat that they can eat. So we're going to get with it. Let me tell you what you need. Now I am doubling the recipe because I am taking it to church for the masses, and on Thanksgiving I always doubled the recipe for the masses, big family and stuff. So what you need is you need 6 cans of French style green beans. I got these at Little. You can go wherever you want. You're going to need to get some French fried onions. These are from Aldi's because they are gluten-free, they are non-GMO, they are organic and vegan. And so I had these on my shelf and needed to use them, so we're using those. I also had these I found on my pantry, which are the gluten-free cream of mushroom soups. You need 2 of those. So you're going to need 6 cans of French style green beans, 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. You're going to need 1 cup. I use half and half. Really, milk is fine. I like that it's a little bit thicker with the half and half. It's a little bit richer. It gives a nice flavor. And I'm using a gluten-free soy sauce. You could also use a coconut aminos if you had it. I'm out of those, so I'm using a couple teaspoons of soy sauce. That's all you need to pull this together. So I'm going to move the camera so you can see it. We're going to put this together really quick. You're going to be preheating your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and this bakes usually about 30 to 40 minutes depending on how hot your oven may run. So I've opened up all of my cans of green beans. I have drained them. The first part you're going to do is I have pop tops for mine. If you're not gluten-free, I mean, you can totally do whatever store brand soup you want. I tend to be more on the gluten-free side if it's not soured and stuff like that. And I had these on my shelf. These were actually some on my shelf that needed to be used that I've been saving up from the pantry challenge because I knew I was going to do this. So I've got my cream of mushroom, 1 can. You need 2 cans because you're doubling the recipe. So if you were just doing a small batch for your small family, 1 can to 1/2 cup of milk or half and half, whatever you want to use there. 1 teaspoon of the soy sauce or coconut aminos, and you would only use 3 cans if you were doing the smaller portion. I want to get all that loveliness out. I'm telling you, this is the easiest thing. Now, some variations you could do if you wanted to doctor it up, if that's your thing. You could put some crumbled up bacon in it. You could put some fresh mushrooms in it. I'm not really seasoning this with salt because there's plenty of salt in the soup, in the beans. And there, you know, your soy sauce has got that component. So I got 1 and 2. And that just adds a depth of flavor. Now I am going to put some black pepper in it. But like I said, you could put some fresh mushrooms. I would probably saute them a little bit beforehand. But if you wanted to have, you know, like sliced mushrooms in it, bacon makes everything better. So you could totally do that as well. But it's up to you. Honestly, this is pretty much what I always did. And to be very honest, I have not made this in a long time. My kids were never huge fans of it. Not that my kids were huge fans of a lot of things at the holidays. Hence why we kind of made our own traditions for Christmas. We would do breakfast, hot wings and fries, which we would make ourselves. And the one that everyone likes now is fried chicken tenders. And I usually do my zucchini cheesy baked casserole. And I try to give a few little things that John and I would like, but I pretty much let the kids dictate at Christmas because we are here at home, and I know that time is short, you know, having all your kids home and stuff like that, as most of mine are in a new season of life. So I wanted to make it fun while they were young. There were many years we were at Graham's. Now we're just going to add our green beans. I told y'all it was easy. So you think whoever brings that green bean casserole has been slaving over it, you'll now know that wasn't that hard. No, it's not hard. Now you might make your own homemade condensed soups. I bet that would probably be yummy. I just don't eat enough of it to do. So choose your battles. So all we're doing is just mixing this up. You just want it well incorporated. I'm probably going to put a little bit more pepper. I'm going to open these bad boys up. Now, this is where you have to figure out what you like. Typically when I made it, I kind of crunched these up some. I didn't do it like a mile high. Some people like a lot of these. So you got to kind of know your crowd and what they like. So I typically just kind of eyeball. I know that I don't typically overdo it. So in truth, if you have one of these size cans from Aldi's or something similar, I'm thinking you should be able to get, like, if you're doubling the recipe, at least 2 recipes with the onions. Okay, that's good. And so I have like half a can left, give or take. And I cover mine with foil. And I bake it, like I said, 30 minutes to 40 minutes, depending on your oven, and that's it. I hope you'll give a try making the green bean casserole. I hope you watch this, Leah B. I hope that now you will forever know how to make my green bean casserole. But anyway, if you found value in this, I'd love it if you give a thumbs up. I'd also appreciate it if you like our content, if you would subscribe to our channel, and if you have someone you know who might enjoy the content, please feel free to share our video. That helps us out. We appreciate it so much. I hope you have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.